Hi, Carl. Hi.
Hello. I
Oh.
keep on wondering if we're going to be called dirty rats next.
Yes.
Oh, you dirty rat. Well, yeah, Yoda.
Dirty rats lit the Christmas tree on fire outside Fox News.
God. All I ate is a little piece of apple. I'm not even sure that's staying down. Hi, Carl. Good morning.
Good morning.
There's a lot going on, can we just say, in terms of, this January 6th stuff, could it get any more damning? I mean, there's this, doesn't this remind you exactly of Don Jr.? When the Russians said we have dirt on Hillary, and I love it, especially after Labor Day, like right before the election. Mark Meadows, right? Here's ways, and stop calling them, what are they calling them? Like alternate electors? They're not they're fraudulent electors.
Yes.
The plan was to send fraudulent electors to steal the election for Donald Trump. He's like, I love it. Mark Meadows says, I love it.
Well, it was the stage dressing for insurrection is what it was. Wouldn't even call them alternate electors or fake electors.
Yeah.
They were the early warning signs, some of the early warning signs.
Yeah.
But I think that's what to expect. You started by asking if it could get any worse. And yes, the answer is yes, it can get worse and more damning. I think it will get more damning as more information is learned. I can only imagine what we have not yet been told.
Oh, my God. Well, all the witnesses and documents that the January 6th committee already has, and you're right, they allude to it a lot. They're
yeah.
We already know a lot of stuff. Speaking of rats, Ali Alexander is cooperating. Chatty. A key organizer of Stop the Steal plans to rip into Trump's former advisors in testimony before the House Special Committee. Ali Alexander is cooperating and pledging to deliver a trove of documents that could shed light on the activities that preceded the attack. He plans to use his testimony to proclaim his innocence, of course, as rats do. While I was actively trying to de-escalate events at the Capitol, right, and end the violence and lawlessness, it's important to note that certain people were nowhere to be found. Press reports suggest they may have had their feet up drinking donor-funded champagne in a war room at the Willard. Oh, it's funny. It's called the Willard. And he's ratting on the people at the Willard. Okay. I don't know where they were, but they weren't working with police to try to de-escalate the chaos like I was. Oh, my God, big bag of rats, Carl. Fight. You're all awful. They're all turning on each other. Yeah.
The Trump White House in Florida has put out a statement about those comments.
Yes.
They're saying that we all know that documents shared with investigators have a well-known liberal bias, much like our media and letters and numbers and shapes and colors.
I mean, but this is part of, what we were, talking about at the time, that Trump is always just a giant coward. Go into the Capitol, I'll meet you there. Of course he didn't. Coward, right? And that's what they're, obviously people on the way up are starting to say, hey, wait a minute, we're ending up in jail. You're the ones that sent us here.
Right.
And, where's
How
the
many of them thought they were getting pardoned?
Right. We just said yesterday was reported Paul Gosar asked for a pardon for his activities involving January 6th, and he didn't get it from Trump. So obviously there's consciousness of guilt. No?
Well, and it makes you wonder if this is all why they've been pushing the ball down the field. There's a sports metaphor for you once a year. If they keep pushing this ball down the field with Trump coming back to office in August, coming back to office in September, October, November, because they're just that much delusional and so hopeful that he will return to power and give them the pardon that they've been waiting for.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's why it's just patience, not my strong suit. I don't know if you've noticed, Carl, but
Same.
But you have to hope right, that there's a lot going on underneath the water, like in Jaws. But that that there is a lot.
I don't just hope that a lot's going underneath the water. I hope that they are building a case that, is just as, if not more, convincing than what we've already seen in the public. And they are being very aggressive, and I think that's a good thing.